This is our bag bearing heat embossing machine. This is aeronautically engineered, made here in the USA. It's best in market for accuracy and heat distribution, so bigger dies, better, more accurate embosses. So what separates this from the Major Green primarily is that this allows you to emboss bigger items such as totes that are partially completed, so you can add monograms and logos at a different stage. So for example, with this tote bag, on the bag bearing, you've got a deep cavity here and another shallow cavity here. So what you can do is when you open the bag, this can go underneath through the cavity, come through here, and you can emboss. Same goes for this shallow one, smaller items, you can get up under here so you're stamping on one layer. So this comes with everything you see here, including the gauge bar and the two different plates. So this does move forward and backwards. This can be removed and you can install the bigger 14 by 14 plate. So if you're doing very big items, we do recommend you get the bigger base plate. We also have the logo plates or the logo holders. So depending on the type of logo that you get made, we have different variety here. There are a variety of other attachments that you can also get. You can get a ribbon embossing tool, pencil embossing tool, and a plate for napkins. We also stock a variety of foils and clamps. So now what we want to do is we want to walk you through the basics of this machine. So we've got the embosser plugged in. This is a 110 volt on-off switch back here. So we flick this on, that turns on the heat dial. So you can go higher or lower depending on if you're doing heat embossing or foil. There's a good range for both. So the basics of the machine. So this is the plate that it comes with. There is a lock back here, so this can slide forwards and backwards. So on the back side, depending on your height, if you're working with thick materials or thin materials, or if you remove this, there is the crank here, and this will bring it higher or lower. So if you only need to go down ½ an inch, you can get it to a particular height, so you're not going all the way down. So what we want to do here is I'm going to remove this smaller plate because we're going to emboss a bag that doesn't need it. This is better for smaller items. So we've removed the gauge bar and the upper plate. So now what we are going to do is we're going to show you how to emboss a tote. First, what I want to show you is we're using a self-centering die here. So we've already installed it. So this one, we will install letters to monogram a bag. So this slides right in, all the way back. So now what we can do is we can prepare the machine. So there are holes here you want to avoid. So we're going to bring this forward. There's a pin back here, so we lock it into place. We can adjust our height, like we already showed you, up and down. So with this big cavity, what we can do is we can come in here, bring it all the way back, and we can emboss a monogram right on the bag as you come down.